Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to each of you for your expertise and your willingness to testify today. My state of Utah is, as you may not know, is the fastest growing state in the nation, according to the Census Bureau, with the information they came out with. Our employment rate right now is just over 2%. And one of the reasons for that is that we have a very well-trained, highly educated, highly motivated workforce, and businesses that are looking for people they can hire in a good economic environment with good taxes and regulations. They find our state very attractive. One of the other reasons that we have such an effectively trained workforce is that we have a very ample apprenticeship program. A notable example of that is between, for instance, a company called Stadler Rail. They make rail cars for transit purposes, and Salt Lake Community College. And under their program, students are trained for 3 years. This coming May, the Stadler Apprenticeship Program will graduate the first cohort of 15 students with associate degrees. No cost to the students, of course, during which they will have gained transferable skills and prospects for high-paying employment down the road. Stadler was the beneficiary of the Trump administration's industry-recognized apprenticeship program, the so-called IRAP program, which aimed to expand private industry participation in workforce training by promoting apprenticeships. I raise that today because the current administration has apparently plans to eliminate this program or to sideline it. And I would note that programs such as this, I think, are essential to help encourage more apprenticeship programs. So let me start with you, Ms. Curry, which is, do you have any idea why the administration would be trying to end this apprenticeship promoting program? There are some who suggest that it may be as a result of unions that don't like these apprenticeship programs. And I'm interested in your experience with union enterprises. How do the unions feel about your apprenticeship programs at Toyota?
Well, I personally don't know how the unions feel about our program, but we work with our skilled trades unions all the time. They're here on site doing many of our installations for our equipment. You know, for me, I think the main thing is that it must be industry led. And it must be in collaboration with small, medium, and large businesses and with the community colleges. If we, the fast pace of technology right now, we're working on artificial intelligence. We're working on HoloLenses from Microsoft to actually train our team members offline. There are so many different types of technologies that are moving forward so quickly that it is key for the programs to be industry-led so that we can help skill up not only the students, but we can skill up the teachers, the professors, and we can bring them in and show them how these technologies are applied. So I feel like whatever program you pick, it must be industry-led to be successful.
Thank you. Mr. Ginsburg, any comment on that front? I agree with Ms. Curry, which is that linking individuals in their education to a specific company with real application in mind makes the education more effective and creates better opportunities down the road for the student.
Clearly, that's essential. And the goals of the IRAP, I believe, in the beginning and now are important. How do you streamline the system? How do you make it more responsive to industry? How do you improve the quality? At the same time, what I will say, if there's anything that I observed over the last few years, is there was some confusion about the two, a registered and an IRAP. And so at the end of the day, the objectives of what was set forth, I think, can be achieved in either. But to the point, the learning that takes place in a business, along with what happens in the classroom, changes young people's lives and improves our economy. And I will share that I have a love for Utah because I love to ski, but we also work with a company of Zion's Bank, Vectra, that has apprenticeships moving today. Actually, Ms. Navarro's brother works for Vectra as an apprentice. And they're wanting to expand both to their home market in Utah. Vail Resorts, who's obviously involved with many of your resorts, same thing. They are registering their apprenticeships. And whatever we do, like anything in business, it has to continue to improve. And certainly within the current registered system, there is room for improvement. We should stay focused on that. And whatever model we use, we make sure it responds to business, because if it's not industry-led, it's not scalable.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Chairman?